Hey everybody, my name is Stephanie and welcome to my Wellness Wednesdays with Stephanie. I have been doing this YouTube channel for about 2 months now, and I'm a holistic lifestyle coach. So I help people get unblocked from whatever they're stuck on. My specialty is self-love and self-healing. So I call myself a self-healing specialist because I've been working on my own self-healing for the last 20 years. I told my story in my last YouTube about how yoga saved my life. And the first thing that I realized in my meditation practice after I'd started practicing yoga is that there was a much deeper reality that I knew nothing about as a younger person. And so I'm going to take you on a little journey and really give you a chance to get to know me as a self-healer and give you all the reasons that I want to raise your consciousness. So love energy is something that I recognized in my 20s. I was in a meditation. I mentioned before that meditation for me was a new beginning and a whole new world that I had never experienced. And so I started meditating with the idea of this white light. It was a guided meditation that someone had taken me through, and the white light would start in the middle of your body, and it would grow and grow and grow until you're enveloped in this white light. And the white light I envisioned as pure, unconditional love. And so each time I meditated, I felt completely surrounded by this beautiful, pure, unconditional love. And after some time, I started to realize that it wasn't my energy that I was putting into that orb of light, as you would call it. It was universal energy. It was love energy. It was coming from something outside of myself. And I knew instinctively that there was a higher purpose and a reason for this love energy, that it needed to be there. And what I've come to understand is that love energy is universal, unconditional love from spirit, the higher source or God or the universe, however you want to call it. It may be experienced as white light, it may be experienced as warmth, tingles down your spine or down your limbs. And the idea of connecting to this love energy, it is a universal energy and it is readily available for all of us. The story that was told in the Bible that Jesus would just ask for healing and the healing would come through his hands, I always felt was a beautiful story of how we as human beings, our physical being, is an extension of our spiritual being. And connecting to love energy, because we're part of divine love, I understood that energy, I could pull it in my body and give it to somebody else. And so I've been on this healing journey of pulling energy and transmitting or transducing or whatever you want to call that, that energy that I was able to send through my fingertips into other people's bodies. It was a powerful thing. And really, it started in my early 20s. I started experimenting with energy healing. I started experimenting with this love energy because I felt that I was supposed to. I felt that like this was part of what I was supposed to do on this planet. It took me a while to realize that we're all a part of divine love. I didn't understand that it was part of me, if that makes sense. I was very young, and I was taught that God was outside of us, and so I felt like the spiritual energy was somehow outside of me. So it didn't occur to me until later on when I started to study religion and different belief systems that I realized that we're actually part of this divine love energy. I believe that I am a spirit having a physical journey, and that is my belief in this lifetime and what I am experiencing as a human being in this time. And what a powerful time it is. Remembering who you are as a valuable, irreplaceable part of the divine is the key to connecting to self-love, unconditional love, and the universal love energy that I'm talking about. So understanding that connection is the first step. The second step is practicing meditation or prayer, or just sitting and asking for that healing energy, asking for the love energy, sitting in that gratitude place where you feel surrounded by love. And as you do this, as you practice, what I have found is that that love energy will grow inside of you to a point where you no longer hate yourself. You no longer have the ability to self-loathe or self-deprecate or cause harm internally within yourself. It's almost as if you shift into this love being, and the love permeates out of your body and becomes part of your being and part of who you are. The more you practice, the cleaner that energy gets. The cleaner it gets, the more pure the energy that comes through you, and that energy will guide you. I also believe that our purpose on this planet is to find what lights us up and excites us and follow that light. When you recognize your own love, that love within you is the deepest part of you, and your body and mind begin to align. This has been my experience and the experience of many other people who've walked this journey. The more you focus on the love that is within you and the depth of that love, the depth of your heart will expand, and your highest truths will reveal themselves. And so as a coach and as a guide, as a spiritual guide, as a bodhisattva, as the person that I am on this planet and what I bring into the world, I understand that our highest path has everything to do with love. Taking steps into this spiritual journey is not for the faint of heart. Things in your life will definitely shift. Perceptions will change. You may discover that everything you're involved in is no longer your path. This was actually my experience. That as soon as I started to love myself, I started to look around at that present reality of the job and the spouse and everything that I had committed to, and I realized that it was completely out of alignment with my own truth. And I had to start moving myself away from those things. And when I did, I started to recognize more and more of my gifts, more and more of my truth started to show up. This truth may have been nagging at you for a while. And so if you start to feel the shift and start to move in this direction, and you start to see those subtle changes that are happening in your world, you'll remember, yes, I knew that this was coming, or I knew that I needed to change this. It was a powerful thing when that happened to me. And it really made such a huge difference in how I could live, how I could be on this planet, and how I could experience the world. I implore you, if you're ready to step into this power, please do. It's something that you will not regret. Love energy and self-love, and the result of getting more in alignment with your truth has such a beautiful impact on yourself and the people around you, that the deeper that you step into that, the more and more that truth shows up. I've said before on this channel that self-healing is an innate skill that's built into us. We are self-healers, and we're taught from a very young age to look outside of ourselves for healing. We've spent more than a century trusting doctors as the authority of our own bodies. There's an old adage, mother knows best. And we're addicted to our diagnoses. We wear them like badges. But the truth is, we are all healers. So being in disease, in illness, is something that is out of alignment with our own truth. And when we start to recognize that this illness has a story, this illness or this disease has a reason for being in my body right now, that story starts to reveal itself and the truth becomes known. They say it takes the conditions to be right and optimal in order for wellness to be possible. Just ask the biohackers and the transhumanists, the people that take supplements, cold showers, superfoods. These are the people that are leading us into superhuman potential. But that's really beside the point. Self-healing is about recognizing our own needs and giving ourselves whatever that is, and allowing love to show us the way. Love is the key to self-healing. And once you find that alignment, your self-love will show through. I want to thank you very much for stopping by my channel, and I appreciate the fact that you're listening to my story and the things that I have to share with you. If you enjoyed this video, I would love for you to like this video. And by all means, if you love my content, subscribe. I wish you blessings and love. Namaste.